Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So for today, I'm going to be making a simple video on how to cut a bubu gown. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and kindly subscribe to this video after watching it. So for today, we are going to be making a simple video on how to cut a bubu gown. Now, these are the basic measurements required for a bubu gown. Our shoulder measurements, our bust, waist, hip, and gown length. Now, for you to get this your shoulder measurements, kindly watch my previous video on how to cut a tunic top. Now, a tunic top, this is the tunic top we made on that video. This is the tunic top we made on that video where we're able to get our shoulder. Now, I explained how to measure the shoulder on this tunic top. So I'm going to link that down below at the description box for you to be able to get how to measure your shoulder. So I'm just going to now, unlike the normal gown measurements where you have to divide your measurements by 4 and all of that, for this bubu gown you don't need it within this period of time. Okay, you don't need it when cutting, you only need it when you want to sew. So the only thing required for a bubu gown is your shoulder measurement and your gown length. Now my gown length is 60 inches. Then I'm going to add plus 2 inches, that is 1.5 for the hemming allowance down and ½ inch for the joining. I have 62 inches. Now bubu gown is very simple. You can cut a bubu gown within 15 minutes. So I told you, for you to understand how we got this shoulder, please kindly watch my previous video on how to cut a tunic top. I explained it there in details. So I'm making use of these beautiful fabrics. Now these fabrics, we have beautiful African fabrics at our store. If you love any of our fabrics, please just kindly drop a message down below. Okay, so I'm going to make use of this beautiful African fabric, and I'm going to measure my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 20. My shoulder measurement is 20 inches. Now my armhole is 9 inches. So I'm going to measure this 20 inches all the way down. This bubu top is actually very easy. I'm going to measure my 20 inches all the way down. So I'll just connect it. After that, let me get my neckline. The next thing you have to do is to get your neckline. So the wideness of my neckline, I'm going to make use of 4.5 inches. I think 4 is too much for me. I'm going to make use of 4 inches. And for the deepness, I'm going to make use of 5 inches. And of course, I want a round neckline. So I'm just going to use my armhole curve to get the round neckline. And as always, don't forget our 1 inch shoulder slant. Our 1 inch shoulder slant. So I'm going to slant it like this. This bubu gown is actually very easy. All you have to do is to watch my tunic video on how to get the shoulder. So when you understand how to get your shoulder, now our shoulder is 20 inches. So I measured 20 inches all the way down, and I took my measurements for the neckline. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this out and show you what next to do. After cutting it, this is what you're going to have. Okay, now this bubu gown, what you have to do now is you hem your neckline. You join your shoulder. Don't forget this is the shoulder. Okay, let me use this part so you guys could see it clearly. You join your shoulder. After joining your shoulder, note that you are not to join these sides. You are not to join these sides together. After joining your shoulder, of course, don't forget we said our armhole is 9 inches. Don't forget we said our armhole is 9 inches. So you just mark where you have your 9 inches. You mark where you have your 9 inches. Now, after you've done that, you are going to place it like this on a table. Now, for your bust measurement, my bust measurement is 36. It means I have For 36 inches, it means I have 18 in front and 18 at the back. It means I have 18 in front and 18 at the back. Now, what you have to do now is, this is the center line. It's very easy. Just understand it. Just relax and you are going to get it. Now, let me take it all over again. After cutting, you join your neckline. You hem your neckline. You join your shoulders. After joining your shoulder, this is the center line. This is the middle for my own bubu gown. This is the middle. How did I get my middle? When you fold it like this into two, this is where your middle is. Okay, so that is my middle. So you draw this middle line all the way down. Now, when you've done that, for the bust measurement, this is my armhole measurement. My armhole measurement is 9 inches. You mark it like this, 9 inches. It simply means that you are not going to touch this part, okay? Now, our bust measurement is 36 inches. Divided by 2, we have 18 inches. It means that I'm going to mark 9 inches on this part and 9 inches on this part to give me 18 inches. I don't know if I'm actually making sense to someone over there. So you mark 9 inches at this point, you mark 9 inches over here. So this 9 inches and this 9 inches, you have a total of 18 inches in the front, 18 inches at the back, which will give us the total of 36 inches for our bust measurements. Now, after doing that, you come down to the waist. Our waist is 32 inches. It simply means we have 14 inches in the front and 14 inches in the front and 14, no, is it 14? 36, 16 inches in the front and 16 inches at the back. So for you to get your 16 inches in the front, 16 inches at the back, it simply means that you are going to measure 8 inch. This is the center line, don't forget. It simply means you are going to measure 8 inches at this side and 8 inches on this part. Now, for a bubu gown, it is not always fitted. It is not always fitted because you are only going to join these lines together. One good thing about this bubu gown is you are sewing outside. This is the way you sew it. You are sewing, unlike the normal gown where you sew from the back and you turn it to the front. For a bubu gown, you are sewing it directly on the front. That is the good thing about this bubu gown. So when you are done with your waist, you come down to your hip measurement. Our hip measurement is also the same thing as our bust measurement. So I'm going to just apply that to at that area. So I'm going to connect it together. So what you have to do now is, for you to get your bubu gown, what you have to do is, 1, you hem your neckline. 2, you join these shoulders together. 3, you place it on the table, get your center line, mark your bust measurement, your waist measurement, and your hip measurement, and you sew on it like this. We are sewing on it. Note that you are not turning it. You are sewing on it. So by the time you've sewn on it like this place is going to be open. This place is going to be open. That makes it a bubu gown. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And kindly drop your comments down below. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Bye.